It is a wonderful pleasure to be joined on the show by Maggie Mills. She's a musician uh, coming from Ontario, and she's currently also a university student. How are you today, Maggie? Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm a university student right now. I'm like following a passion in music.
Mhm. Awesome. So tell me about your single. Is titled Summer Dream.
Okay, so I was inspired to write this song. Basically, if you listen to the lyrics, you'll totally understand. But I was just about to go back to school and I was thinking about how like everything's so perfect. And I'm sure everyone feels like that. And I didn't want to go back and I didn't want summer to end. So I just wrote about it. I got inspired and wrote about it. I was mostly outside writing all the lyrics.
Mhm. Yeah, and tell me about your music video, which is a compilation of, I'm supposing, what you did over the summer.
Yeah, so um I didn't get a chance yet to make like a music video, like an actual like recorded video. So I put together a lot of clips of me just having like great time over the summer and like being with people I love and basically like really just fitting to the song.
Hmm. I see. So I'm guessing you had a pretty good summer.
It was fun.
Hmm. Yeah. So tell me about your university life.
So I'm in my second year of university. I'm living with three roommates right now, three girls. They're all amazing. We have a house pretty close to campus.
Mhm.
And so far, it's been great. First year was tough to like settle in. It was a tough year, but then second year, it's really, really great. And I'm finding like a lot of inspiration from everywhere for like new music too.
Okay. Yeah. So are you still doing music while keeping up with classes?
Yeah, so I'm fortunate. So this semester is pretty light for me. So I can make a lot of time. And my school actually has like a recording sound booth. So I'm
Mhm.
definitely going to make use of that.
Awesome. Yeah. So how many classes do you have?
I have five at the moment.
Mhm. Yeah, which is I think it's pretty standard for a university semester, right?
Yeah, even though it's still a lot.
Mhm. So what school are you going to?
I go to the University of Guelph in Guelph.
Mhm. And what's your major?
In psychology and I'm minoring in marketing.
Okay. Yeah. So how is that working out so far for you?
Um, so first year, again, like I said, it was tough. Like all the courses, I feel like they were like somewhat tougher, but I feel like second year, it's like more psychology focused. So it's more of like what I'm into, and I'm really, really liking it. Like I love my major, love my minor. My degree right now is awesome.
Yeah, my brother, he's currently studying psychology here in Budapest, Hungary too. And apparently, I'm not sure if it's the same where you are, but they made him do all of these like mandatory courses, and they all are seems pretty tough for him.
Do you know what year he's in?
Uh, Come again?
Do you know what like year he's in? Like first,
For
second,
sure,
third?
for sure.
Oh, first year? Yeah, first year was definitely tough.
Hmm. Yeah. So I'm guessing you did have to do all those like mandatory courses too, right? You didn't have a chance to pick them.
Yeah, I had to do like a bunch of like mandatory ones for first year,
Hmm.
including statistics, which isn't my strong suit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, my brother's studying that too, and it's not his strong suit either.
I'm a music and arts girl, psychology girl, not a math girl.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what what connections do you make between the psychology profession and what you do regarding music?
It's a good question. Um, all right, so I would say that, like speaking in like a psychological way, I think I've been through a lot of like experiences in my life that have kind of like shaped me and like shaped the way I think, shaped the way that I see the world. And because of that, that's why I can write music and do music. If I haven't like been through the experiences that like shaped my brain, shaped my way of thinking, like I could not be able to like write or even have the passion for anything.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, why psychology in particular?
I've always had like really big interest in like how people work, like behavior, figuring out like why people are the way they are, and also like how it's possible to like change the way people think, like for good reasons. I thought that was interesting. I also used to want to be a therapist, so that was like main reason why I did that.
I see. So, do you have any career aspirations thus far?
At the moment, like I feel like I have a lot at once. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself because there's so many things that I would love to do, but my priority would be traveling. So anything that allows me to do that.
Hmm. So, have you been outside of Canada before?
Yeah, I've been to the States. I've been to maybe part of the States, but I've been to Turks and Caicos and I've been to Jamaica.
Hmm. That's awesome. Yeah. What what would be your dream destination of travel?
I would say it's between Italy and Spain, but I think it's gonna be Spain.
Hmm. Yeah, I love Spain too, and I like to go at some point, and I'm pretty close to it.
Yeah, you're lucky. I would love to like tour Europe or like be in Europe.
Mhm. Yeah. Why Spain?
Honestly, I've just watched a lot of TV shows that take place in Spain and it looks really cool. And culture's cool. I feel like people are more like people actually have like fashion there. They like music. Their nightclubs seem like so fun and awesome. I just love like the culture. I feel like here in Canada, like not to diss on Canada, but people are very like generic. Like you go on campus or like anywhere, everyone's wearing the same thing. Everyone's like listening to the same stuff, like acting the same, and it's just boring.
Hmm. I see. Yeah. And the weather in Spain is very much different from Canada too, and that it doesn't get too cold in Spain. At least I've heard.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Our winters are not fun here.
Mhm. What do you remember about your high school experience?
So throughout my high school, I went to two different schools. So my first year, I was at one school, just like a public school. Um, it was like fun, had some ups and downs, like everyone does, but it's kind of really tough. So I switched to another school in my second year.
Mhm.
It was it was a private school, and it was a really strange environment. Like it was super like super bougie and preppy, and I feel like everyone knew each other, or everyone like who was like boarding students because it was a boarding and day school. They were very like clicky in terms of like their cultural groups. So it was a weird experience for me, just like coming in like grade 10. So after that year, kind of switched back to the first school because I found like I wasn't fitting in, wasn't really like making friends. It was just weird. So I switched back to my first school, was there for like half a semester, and then boom, COVID. So that was the rest of my high school.
Okay. Well, so seems like you had plenty of ups and downs in regards to your high school experience.
Yeah, no, it was not great. Not the best 4 years of my life.
Yeah. For me, because I was in Vietnam, born and raised, right? So, um, high school is only 3 years for me, and it was grade 10, 11, and 12. I spent number 10 in one school, but then I moved to another to do my final 2 years. and they were all pretty bad. Like I never liked those years at all. The second school was only like marginally better than the first. Um, and that it is much less distant, so to speak. But overall, I didn't get on with anybody, and I trudged through my subjects and such, and yeah, those were the years.
Not great. Yeah, I know how you feel.
Um, do you hope that university life will be better?
Well, so far it's a lot better.
Hmm.
Like everything's better so far. I mean, even like the freedom and just getting to take what you want, courses that you want. And ever since I came here, I've met like a lot of people that like I resonate with, that I vibe with. Just a whole different experience than high school. High school sucks. You're just like kind of shoved into like a school with a bunch of people. Sucks.
Um, do you notice any difference between the social scene in high school versus that in college?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, like a big one. So I find in high school, I guess it depends on the size of your school, but there's normally like, I don't know, like a big friend group who's like kind of like super popular and they like go out all the time, host parties, and then there's like little like sub friend groups or I don't know, you're either just like cool or you're like a loser. It's so strange. And then in university, you go there, like no one cares about any of that. No one really cares about like your status or like if you're cool or anything. It's just so easy. There's more people. It's easy to find people that you resonate with, especially because you can do things like sign up for like intramurals or like clubs and put your time in things for yourself, but you also end up meeting people who are like you. And also the parties are a lot funner in university.
Yeah, I do notice that the social scene is much more diffuse and that there's no like real one popular person or popular group, and it's stratified based on interests and such, which is really nice. However, I do remember in my first 2 years of undergraduate studies, I didn't make any real friends, and I had a really hard time because well, I didn't really know how to make friends there. I was like fresh out of the country, and one thing I guess I'll have to join your train in dissing on the Canadians, in that many of them are appear nice, but they are not really nice. I'm sure you've seen plenty of them in your lifetime.
Yes.
So, have you found any one or any ones who are musically inclined the same way as you are?
Um, I've met like one person in my hometown who is, and that's kind of the person who like got me into music. Met them like this summer. Um, but up here, I've met some people, like I briefly met people who are into music, but I haven't like really connected with any of the musicians yet. But I also think it's because like I'm new to it and I'm just putting myself out there like now.
Mhm. So, why the University of Guelph in particular? Is it close to your hometown?
It's relatively close. It's like an hour 15, which is like in some aspects long, but like other aspects like super close. Um I toured the campus, didn't know much about it,
Mhm.
but the summer before going, I toured the campus and I thought like just being there was like such a good vibe. Like it was awesome. And there's just so much like green land. Like it's pretty. So I just thought it'd be like a perfect spot. And I heard like good reviews from everybody. So
Mhm. So when I was going through university, my school was Trent, and it was based in Peterborough, which is, I think, it's quite close to where you are at the moment. And it's a pretty nice campus because it is also filled with like greens and trees and such. And there's a river that runs through it. It's called the Autonomy, and yeah, if you have a chance, come visit it.
I know I want to go. I think I know one person from there. So it gives me an excuse to come see it.
Okay. Um, yeah. So tell me about your hometown.
So I'm from Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Mm,
I feel like everyone's heard of the name. Um, it's just like it's not a big city. It's not like a small town, but I grew up there. Like there's some things to do there, but it's kind of like it's like half tourist town. I find the main thing about the town is it's not like friendly. Like some towns are like super friendly. It's not friendly. Like if you don't know everyone there, you're gonna have a hard time. Like some people just know like basically everyone, and it's like so easy for them. But like I find like nobody really wants to talk in that town unless they like know each other. But it's kind of like there's like opportunities there, but I also realize it's like not where I'm meant to be or like meant to live.
mhm. Yeah, I visit your part of Canada, and mainly because I want to see the Niagara Falls. And yeah, frankly speaking, I didn't have a good impression visiting that town. It's I remember it being full of casinos and amusement parks.
Yeah, like honestly, I talk too negative about it. Like there's a lot of things I love about it, like some good restaurants, and I love the parks near there. Like it's pretty and it's right beside Niagara Lake, which is pretty, but yeah.
So, if you were to perform in your hometown, would there be any good musical venues?
Um yeah, actually. So well, the biggest one we have, we just opened like a big like theater where like actual artists come perform. Like I just saw Kane Brown there and like the Lumineers. It's like OLG Casino Theater. Um, obviously, I'm not there yet to perform there, but there's another place called the Warehouse, which is cool, like Scotiabank Convention Center,
Mhm. Yeah,
a
yeah,
few venues.
I know of the Falls Casino, right? I think plenty of like big name people perform there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but what I mean is like perhaps smaller musical venues where I guess people like you can perform.
Yeah, I would say like yeah, there's a place called like the Warehouse. There's like a Scotiabank Convention Center. I don't know like too many smaller venues because I don't spend like most much time there at all. I'm like a
Mhm.
Guelph girl, so if I performed anywhere, I would perform in Guelph.
Mhm. Yeah, so tell me about some of the music venues you have there in Guelph.
So we have this place called like Guelph Concert Theater. It's a bunch of like small like artists performing there. Um, it's like a bunch of outdoor events that would be like super fun to like perform at. Um, there's like open mic nights like all the time, like all around the city. Even this one like little spot on campus, like I just sang there and it was super fun. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Mhm. Yeah, sounds like a much more exciting place.
Yeah, to me at least, that's like how I see it. I'm sure someone else would see like Niagara Falls exciting, but I like this place.
Mhm. What are some of your activities that you do outside of school and music?
So, um, I like to do, I don't know if it counts as school. It's not like work, but I'm in like two intramurals right now. So I'm doing soccer and volleyball. It's like really fun. We're just doing like the fun, like recreational level. Um, that's fun. I'm in two clubs. So I'm in a yoga club and I'm like the content creator for that. I'm in a psychology club. And I'm like the administrator for that. And I just opened, I just like reactivated this club at Guelph. It's called Plant-Based at Guelph. It used to be big, but wasn't here for a few years. And I like just opened that back up. So I'll be doing that like winter semester.
Mhm. Well, you seem to be keeping yourself pretty busy.
Yeah, I don't know how I do it, but
Yeah. So, tell me a bit about your upbringing. How did music enter your life?
Feel like for as long as I can remember, I've always been doing music. When I was like a little kid, my dad put me in piano lessons. It was fun, but eventually wasn't my thing. I used to go to church, so I did a lot of like church musicals where I was like usually like one of the main characters, like did a lot of singing there. I think I love like the singing, the stage, the attention. Um, I took like guitar lessons, did like talent shows. I was basically just like putting music into my life wherever I could.
Mhm. So, what do your parents do?
My dad owns like a home building company, and my mom, she used to like manage like apartments, but now she's also working like for the home building company with my dad.
Hmm. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So, are they musical people?
Um, they don't do music themselves at all, but my dad like loves music, goes to like operas, like orchestras, musicals, like he's into that and like art forms too.
Mhm. Tell me about your first time performing on stage.
This would have been honestly, it was probably like one of my church musicals. So basically, like one of the main characters. I remember I was dressed as like a rock star because we were all like stars. Like there was like a shooting star, a rock star, and I was like a rock star. I look stupid, but it's okay. I remember having like a big solo, and it was like so fun just to like be on stage and like especially as a little kid, like everyone loves you. So it was a fun experience, especially being around like my friends doing it too.
Hmm. I noticed that you're holding a Tim Hortons iced coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, one of the things I miss most about Canada is the Tim Hortons coffee. I think it's way superior to Starbucks.
It's definitely a lot cheaper.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too. That too. Um, yeah, yeah, I remember there were a few like cold winter days and I would order the double double and I would make the mistake of drinking it in the first 5 minutes because it's really hot.
In the winter, I think I still get iced coffees
Mhm.
because I like them better.
So I'm guessing winter, based on the song, is not your favorite activity. Sorry, season.
It's definitely not. I'm trying to make myself love it, but summer's just so much better. There's much more to do.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm guessing based on your, I'm guessing 19 or so years living in Canada, you haven't managed it yet.
No, it's so weird. Like people can live here their whole life and they're still not used to the winters because like every year it goes down to like -15. It goes from like +30 to -15 in the winter. It's just not fun.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember that when it was like November or something, so it's already fall, but I was not familiar with the weather, so I would start putting on coats and such, and people start like lightly teasing me because yeah, I'm wearing like layers early while they are not. But
You gotta get used to it.
yeah, but now yeah, one of the things that one of the benefits of having survived winter in Canada is that whenever I go anywhere else, especially in my hometown, when it gets cold, you know, I'm sort of get used to the cold weather there, so it's considered pretty mild for me, while it's cold to others.
What's helpful?
Mhm. Yeah. So but nevertheless, I think summers are better enjoyed like in either my country or like as you've said, Spain than in Canada. So what are some of your favorite summer activities, whether in Canada or otherwise?
Okay, so I love going to the beach. I love going for hikes. Um, Going up to like a cottage, whether it's like mine or like my friend's cottage. It's fun. Um, just like hanging out like outside with like a group of friends or like chilling with my family. It's just like I just feel like you can do like a lot of things inside that you do outside. I would also say like um definitely like outdoor runs because I feel like that's very hard to do in the winter.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely is. Especially when it's like snowed in and such.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would be some of the activities that you do in winter to get through it?
So last winter I just took up snowboarding and that's like something I'm like kind of looking forward to. But the only like annoying thing is that it's just so expensive. So I'm gonna have to like save up for that. And I would say, I don't know, just like going out for like a walk in the town, getting like a hot drink
Mhm,
and like walking around, just like looking at like the pretty snow.
mhm. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an unpopular opinion, but I think ice cream tastes better during the winter than in summer.
Definitely an unpopular opinion, but I feel like ice cream always tastes good to me.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's because you don't have to worry about it melting when it's cold outside.
That's true.
So, did you get a chance to either participate or perform in any of the music festivals that they have there in Ontario?
I haven't yet, no. I'm hoping like this school year I'm gonna network myself a lot and then next summer I want to perform.
Mhm. So, yeah, so to what extent have you involved yourself in the Ontario music scene?
Um, I haven't made like big involvements yet. So basically I've just been kind of like connecting with other artists, trying to get like a ground level of like connection. Um, yeah, I haven't like for a while, I haven't like performed at any like big venues or anything,
Mhm,
but that's like a main goal for the next 6 months.
mhm. Yeah. Hey, perhaps yeah, next summer you can make use of the music festivals in order to get to know people there.
Yeah, be fun.
I actually got to know you from a fellow country musician, Paige Rutledge. I'm sure that name is familiar to you.
Yeah. I know like we follow each other on Instagram. I kind of forgot like how I know her, but I definitely like I think her posts are like super interesting and she seems like a really good musician.
Mhm. Yeah, she's pretty fun. I've actually had a chance to talk to her on this podcast. It's not going to be released yet in a few months, so if you want to, I could just send you the recording beforehand.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah, she's wonderful, and we had a really nice conversation. And you should really check out her music.
Yeah, no, I think I will for sure.
So speaking of, what are some of your musical inspirations?
I would say number one is definitely SZA. I think she's amazing. I saw her in person and like she was absolutely amazing. Her voice is incredible. If I could get like a range like hers, like power like hers, that would be amazing. Um, Number two, I would probably say lately Carly Rae Jepsen has been like a big influence for me. She dropped like a new album and she's like totally like she's a good singer now
Mhm,
and kind of has like a dream pop vibe that inspires me that I love.
mhm. Yeah, I've listened to those two, and yeah, they're really good. I know that SZA recently visit Toronto, right? I'm guessing you saw her in that particular
Mhm.
concert.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other day, Lil Yachty was performing and she just dropped in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wasn't there. But
I listened to her first album, which is Control, but I know that she recently released another album, and but I haven't had a chance to listen to it. What do you think of it?
I thought it was amazing. Like there's no songs on there that I don't like on her new album. I don't think there's like any songs of hers that I don't like. Probably like one or two. But her new album's like awesome. Has like hype songs, slow songs.
Hmm. Yeah, and I haven't listened to too much Carly Rae Jepsen as of late, but I do remember liking some of her music. Yeah, she recently released a new album too, right?
Yeah, she did. It's like kind of like a Kali Uchis vibe, if you know who that is. Like it's kind of like that kind of style.
Oh yeah, I know her. She's this Colombian singer songwriter. I do like her music too.
Mhm.
Oh, so you notice similarities between her and Callie?
Yeah, I think like they just have like a soft way of singing,
Hmm.
if I can describe it like that. It's like
Yeah.
feminine. Yeah, it's like nice, like feminine sound.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I should listen to all three of them more. I know that they are wonderful, but I just haven't had a chance to listen to them yet. So what kinds of music like would you say appeals to you the most?
I would say I have a lot of like genres that I listen to, but number one would probably be like probably hop. Hip hop, rap is like what I listen to the most. Um, I also love like R&B and pop, and I love country.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, that's a wide variety, I think. And
Yeah, and I love sorry.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll just say that's a wide variety.
Yeah, and I forgot to add EDM. I love EDM. That's even like why I got into like DJing too. So
Mhm. So what are some of the concerts that you've been to aside from the SZA one?
I've been to I've seen the Lumineers, which was like lovely. I saw Thomas Rhett. Um, seen I'm blanking, but okay, Lumineers, Thomas Rhett, another country artist. I can't remember, but I'm seeing Drake tonight, and I am so excited for that. It's probably going to be like the best concert I've ever been to.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Uh, yeah,
Thanks.
he's someone that I've listened to for quite some time. I've had misgivings about his recent releases, but his early stuff is just wonderful.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't listened to the EP that he dropped today, or the album. I think the album that he dropped today. Haven't listened to it yet. Hope it's good.
Hmm. Yeah. And so where's the concert? Will it be in Toronto?
Yeah, it's a Scotiabank Arena.
Hmm. I don't remember mm, I don't remember being there, although I was uh I was to see a concert from Elton John in one of his farewell tours, but then COVID hit and I couldn't, and the tickets were like refunded to me.
It sucks. At least you got a refund.
Yeah, I know. So so aside from school, did your music um career, so to speak, get like interrupted because of COVID?
Um, no, actually, my music career like definitely started after COVID.
Oh, okay.
I found like my inspiration came like after COVID. COVID was probably like one of the hardest times in my life. So during that time, I was like messing around with like writing songs, like it's like singing, getting back into like instruments. It was like around that time where I got inspired for it.
So what instruments do you play?
I used to play the piano, but not anymore. I play guitar, acoustic guitar, and yeah, it's my main instrument.
Mhm. Right. So tell me about some of the songs that you're working on right now.
Okay, so I'm working on dropping an EP in about like in a couple months.
Hmm.
Like my loose deadline right now. So one of them's called Proud of You. I just got the inspiration one night. I was just like hanging out with my boyfriend and told him I was proud of him, and then just kind of like came out in a song way. So
Mhm.
there's that one. And then I have a few other ideas for some other songs. One of them's called Superman, and the other one's like don't have a name yet. But I am so excited to work on those.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm excited for the EP. Has it got a name yet?
Not yet, not yet. And I don't want to rush it because I know it'll come to me, but thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, so um, yeah, I'm excited to hear about it. So one of the songs that you've titled "Proud of You," which is yeah, which is unusual because I think the expression "I'm proud of you" often comes from like a parent to a child or an elder figure, but here it's spoken from you and to your boyfriend. So what context was that spoken?
Um, so this year, like my boyfriend, he goes to my school. It's actually like the this year he became like the captain of the tennis team, and he's been like organizing a lot of like matches and like doing a lot of work. So I told him like, oh, I'm proud of you. Like it was after like
Mhm,
a weekend of him playing like a lot of matches and he won a few. So I was like, okay, I'm proud of you.
mhm. So was the sentiment reciprocated?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're both making like strides this year. So
Mhm. Yeah, and it's quite amazing that you're a sports girl and he's also presumably a sports guy. I think as a kid I've never been able to get into sports. I prefer reading. At least no, you don't get hurt reading. That's one thing.
that's so fair. Yeah, no, he's definitely like a sports guy. I wouldn't consider myself a sports girl at all. I've never like played any team sports. Um, I like the gym. I'm trying to get better at sports, but yeah, I've definitely never been one to like make school teams or like, go to like sports competition. Just not wasn't my thing.
Mhm. So tell me more about where you get your inspirations for your songs.
Okay, I get them from like all over the place. So for for some songs, I think I draw them straight from like emotions I'm feeling, right? But I would say being outside is a big like inspiration thing for me. Like sometimes I'm just like really appreciating like the beauty of nature. That was like a lot for my first song. That's where I got it from. I would say for more like, like love type songs, definitely my boyfriend. Um, also also just like feeling empowered. Like I think when I'm like doing well, like in school and like other aspects of my life, then I can write songs that are kind of like empowering and like come from me feeling good about myself. So definitely that too.
Mhm. So your boyfriend, does he study in the same major as you?
It's actually in finance.
Mhm.
So pretty different.
Oh yeah. And it's a pretty heavy subject, I think.
Yeah. No, but he's smart. He got it. Just a lot of economics though. I could not do that.
So do you find that dating is different in university compared to high school?
Yeah, for sure. I find in high school It was more like stupid relationships that last like, I don't know, like a year max, with exceptions. But it's either like toxic relationships or like relationships that aren't very like important in high school. And then I find in university more likely to like, meet your person, or people are just a little bit more mature, like some people, and you just have more opportunities to meet people. Like as I said before, with like the friends thing in high school, it's not that many people. University, so many people. So makes dating harder but easier.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't care all that much about dating when I was in high school because maybe I know back then that high school relationships do not last. But I do remember having a very hard time in the dating scene, like even now. Yeah, something about connecting with people of the other sex, so to speak, is pretty hard. I'm pretty helpless in that regard.
Honestly, I feel like everyone is like, until you're actually dating someone, being in the dating scene is tough.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So, how long did it take you to find your current boyfriend?
Um, so it's about like 2 months
Hmm?
into school, which
Oh,
was very unexpected. But yeah,
no, so you got pretty lucky then.
yeah. I mean, I think it just happens when you're not expecting it. Like for the right relationships, it just happens like that.
Hmm. Yeah, perhaps I should take a page from your playbook.
You just gotta let go of any of your.
So, are you currently doing well in your classes?
Ask me that now. I'm gonna say yeah. Um,
Okay.
I haven't had any midterms yet,
Okay.
and all my quizzes have went well, but midterms are next week, so hopefully it stays a yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so what about do you make friends who are within your classes or outside your classes?
Sorry, did you ask, do I make friends like in my classes or outside?
Yeah, so most of your friends, do they come from within your classes or outside?
Um, I would say first year it was more outside my classes because I lived in like residence, so I met people like that were in my like residence space, and I don't think I have like any friends really that I've just met in class. I find it's pretty tough to make friends like in lectures or even like seminars sometimes.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel the same way too. Even back then in when I was studying in Canada, I've actually managed to make a few friends during my majors, um, like within my major, and other than that, nothing much. And I remember in my first year of studying for my master's, which was in Austria, it was a very small school, so there were only like a few programs available, so I couldn't like make any friends who are outside of my classes, so to speak, because they all take different classes and I barely get to meet them. And and I didn't get a chance to make any friends within my classes either because uh, perhaps it's a problem of different interests or many other things, which I'm still trying to figure out.
Mhm. No, yeah, it's very like it can be tough making friends in classes, like 100%. I was lucky I was in like residence, so I was kind of like forced to socialize. But if I wasn't there, that'd be tough.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
find clubs like pretty helpful. I've heard, I haven't actually been in clubs for too long, but I've heard like in clubs you meet like very like-minded people.
Mhm. Yeah. Were there any times or are there any times where you get overwhelmed by university life?
Yes. Um, at least multiple times a week.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll just get back from a day of like going to three back-to-back classes, and then having like a meeting, going to the gym, hanging out with people if I do that. And then I'll get home and I'll be like, oh my God, like it's 10 p.m. and I have no free time left. And it's just like crazy. And I'm like, how am I handling all of this? Am I gonna be able to handle all of this in like a week from now?
Mhm. Do are there any things that you do in order to alleviate that?
A few. So I find it's like essential to get me time. Like chilling in my room alone, like a candle on, Netflix or journaling. I need that. Like even music too. That's my me time. Like music recharges me. Even like if I'm just like playing a random song on guitar, that recharges me, and I need that. Also, being in nature. Like if I'm super overwhelmed, I will find a random trail, go on a walk alone, and it's just so helpful.
Mhm. Yeah, we do have a lot of nature trails in Peterborough too, and I find that to be wonderful. And in Budapest, even though there's not much nature in the city itself looks wonderful, especially during the nighttime. So it's very fortunate for me.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. It's really pretty.
Mhm. Yeah, you should go sometimes if you have the chance to.
I really hope I can. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. When I was doing my undergraduate, they have these like reading weeks, which is a week-long break but every semester. I wonder if that's the same thing with you.
I wish. Guelph is like the only school that doesn't have one. We
Oh,
have one in
really?
the winter semester, but not the fall semester.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we have like one extra day off next week for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah. Um, so any Thanksgiving plans that you have?
Yeah. So I have like a dinner with my family, and I have like a Thanksgiving dinner like with my boyfriend's family.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's all I have. I didn't want to like book up my weekend at all.
Yeah, I know. It's to keep yourself relaxed, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I'll probably cuddle with my dog. That's a big plan I have. Cuddle with my dog.
Hmm. So your dog is back in your hometown, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
What's his
sucks.
or her name?
Her name's Poppy. She's like a 3-year-old pug. She's adorable.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Pugs are pugs are strange looking creatures, I
Yes, ugly cute, apparently. Yeah.
think. It yeah, tries to find line between one and the other.
Sorry?
Yeah, it yeah,
Oh,
tries to
I
find line between one and
that's
the
what you
other.
said.
Um
100%.
yeah, I have a cat named Sushi, and right now she's back in Hanoi. So I won't get to see her for like a very long time. Although my mom would send me photos and videos of her. So that keeps me going.
That's so cute. That's a cute name. It sucks that you can't see her though. My mom sends me videos of my dog like almost every day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we my parents recently moved houses, so she's taking some time to get used to the house, but she got used to it remarkably fast actually. And it's probably because my
Like,
parents are there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It depends like who the animal's around, probably.
Mhm. Yeah. So I think this is time for our final question, which I would ask every musician. What does music mean to you?
Yeah. Um, okay, music means a lot to me. Music means like it means like emotion. It means like it's something that's always gonna be there, and it's always gonna be there for you. And it's a way to express yourself that you can make like uniquely tailored to you. Like whether it's like creating a whole album or just creating like a Spotify playlist, like you can make music yours, and it can be like one of the best parts of your life.
Hmm. Well, on that wonderful note. thank you very much, Maggie Mills, for joining the show.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. And good luck with school, and I look forward to your EP.
Okay. Thank you so much.